welcome back to my channel. Oh.
Bruh.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, if you're new here. And today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to get this big sort of blowout, especially if you have straight, thin, fine hair, because that's what I have. This is kind of pretty much my everyday. I don't do like rollers and stuff necessarily every day, but I kind of do some iteration of this depending on how much time I have. I just love having big poofy hair, probably because it's the opposite of what I have naturally. But yeah, this is it. And this is a segue into step one. Okay, so this is my hair after just washing it and then letting it air dry while I took a nap. Normally I do this with my hair wet, fresh out of the shower, but I was tired and I took a nap. So I'm gonna have to spray it to get it wet. And I feel like this goes for any time you use a Dyson, but just starting out with wet hair makes the curls turn out and hold so much better, in my opinion. Okay, now that I look like Draco Malfoy or Tilda Swinton, whichever you prefer, we are going to use this Redken Big Blowout. You don't have to use this, but I find that it makes the curls hold much better and for much longer. And I have very straight, fine hair, so curls don't love to hold. But I don't use this every time, just mostly if I really want it to turn out good, which I do right now. So I'm using like that much, and I kind of just like rub it on my hands and then run it through my hair. And then I lied, I'm using more, like that much more again. Ta-da! I'm gonna start by separating my hair. Like, it doesn't have to be like a neat part, like just taking the top half up so that I can get to like this hair easier. So I just kind of take it and twist it up and then just clip it. And now we break out this bad boy. Okay, so I have the Dyson, and then I use the smaller like curler attachment. It comes with two. There's like a bigger one and a skinnier one, at least the one I have, and I use the tinier one. And then I just kind of do these bottom pieces like normal. I don't put rollers or anything in here. I just make sure I separate them into like chunks like this big and curl them. Now I have like the underside done. If you like really want to really make sure it stays, I would recommend using hairspray here. I just don't have any right now. But the blowout jelly is kind of like giving that hairspray effect right now. And it's super important that you don't brush these out or anything, because while these aren't going in rollers, it is really important for them to just like sit in that curl while they cool off and whatnot. And now we're gonna do the top part. And then what I like to do is kind of just like take a little chunk. So there, that's like that side. And then I take like a chunk and that's that side. And then I'll tie up the back just so it's out of the way. And then before I really go crazy with the curls, I'm gonna like bring my bangs to the front, and this is really hot. But I'm gonna take this off in a second. Okay, I took the thing off, and I'm just gonna blow dry my bangs like straight down so that they stop farting. I'm gonna be angry. Yay. I'm making adjustments because I want this part free, because this is like side, if that makes sense. Basically, I want to be able to see my part here. Okay, yay! And here is where it's gonna be a little experimental. So, in the many times that I have tried this, I have learned that like smaller rollers, like this size and like this size. Here, these are the ones I'm gonna be using. They're from this like conair thing that I got at CVS. But like, you would think that this would, like when it's on your head, it looks like it's gonna do the job, but it kind of gives just more like straight hair with like a swoop. And I'm going for like very curly. So I'm gonna be using these 3 sizes. So I'm gonna start with like this middle area, and I'm gonna use these big ones. Like, well, I guess they're medium sized, but they're like the base ones I'm using for like the top of my head. I'm gonna start at the back and work forward, because if I start at the front, I'm not gonna be able to see what I'm doing. Also, I have like a big old chunk of breakage in the back of my head. So if you see a bunch of like short hairs, just don't bring it up. So I'm gonna start with like a chunk like this. Like that. And I'm gonna just like gently brush it a little bit just so it's not like bending and going crazy. Okay, I also adjusted the camera a little higher so hopefully you can see better. But yeah, I have this section here. You want it to be curling like back, like away from your face, like that way. And then while it's very hot, take one of these bad boys and just ignore my breakage. Okay, this is the only thing that's gonna look crazy like that. And you just curl her up like that. And then I have these little clips. They're also from CVS. I think they're also Conair. They're the cheapest ones. I would recommend putting one on each roller, but I don't have as many clips as I have rollers. So because this one is standing up here very nicely on its own, I'm not gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip the ones I have to like keep the unit together. Also, I am using the Dyson on like full heat and like full. Okay, I have to clip this. It's scaring me. There. I put it like up a little bit because I'm worried about it like pushing my roots down, and we want volume. But as I was saying, I use the Dyson on full heat and full fan, and I don't use the cooling thing at the end the way most people do to hold the curls, because I feel like it should like cool like on the roller, if that makes sense. But I'm just gonna take another section, just like the last one I did, but right in front of it, and do the exact same thing.
Also,
this stuff is a heat protecting thing. So I would recommend using heat protection because I am using it on the hottest setting, but it's like all in here. And clump. So I'm actually gonna do this back part now before it gets more difficult to reach back there. I'm realizing that actually probably should have been phase 1. This is a tutorial, but it's also a learning experience, okay? I've done similar stuff. I'm trying my best. Oh, love it. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to look amazing, okay? This isn't the end product. It's hot. Okay, these are not my best looking rolls by any means, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna turn out bad. But basically, now I'm just doing the sides, going away from the face, Once I ran out of the pink rollers, I moved on to the next size down, which is the blue ones. And I think for these front pieces, I'm gonna use the tiniest ones. The
yellow ones.
Okay, these are not by any means the best rollers I've ever done. And they're also not by any means even. I ran out of clips, so it became kind of hard. But I still have faith. I think it's gonna look fine. But now, I am just gonna go around any pieces that are like droopy or like look like they just like didn't get curled. I'm just gonna go and spruce them up. And make sure you get these little like face framing pieces here. They're my favorite part. And then I just take them just for a second. And now I've discovered the key to all of this is patience. I'm gonna let this sit for like 20 minutes or so. And then I'll take it out and brush it out and we'll be done. Okay, it's been like a half an hour. So I'm gonna take these out. Okay. It doesn't really matter what order you take them out in. Maybe other people say differently, but I don't think so. Oh, and I would definitely recommend hairspraying it before you take the rollers out. I just, like I said, don't have any hairspray. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Okay. This is the first. Now we gotta brush it up. Okay, so right now, it's a little crazy, but you just kind of have to let it, like, relax. Does that make sense? This is the final product. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful to someone. Oh, and I added big lashes because I felt like it was appropriate. A pair of big lashes. But this is it. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye.